Where have you been, Lucius? I've been waiting for you. Let's start our lessons. Okay, Lucius. From these 3 cards, show me the one you think is the correct answer. How much is 1 plus 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1 plus 1? Easy. Answer's 3. Fuck you.
How much is 1 plus 2 minus 2?
Whoa now, hey, okay, let's see. Well, 2 minus 2 equals 0. And then 1 plus 0 it's not really even a math problem. It's more like an inconvenience. The answer is 1. Fuck you.
How much is 6 minus 4 plus 7?
Well, by process of elimination, I'm gonna have to say the answer is death. Behind you. I didn't turn around. Adventure games are great at telling stories. They force you to immerse yourself into its world and understand how it works in order to beat it. The Secret of Monkey Island did a great job of that, where you had to have a cheesy sense of humor in order to solve certain puzzles. But what happens when you take a game like this and cross it with a game like this? Stealth assassin games are also good at immersing their players. They make you think 2 steps ahead and be aware of your surroundings. If you think 1 step at a time, you'll get shot in the nuts and you'll have to adjust your plans accordingly. That's another cool thing about stealth games like Hitman. They give you the option to either be as silent as possible or run in guns blazing if your plans don't go how you want them to. But your victory is most satisfying if you go in and out completely undetected. Stealth games make you slow yourself down, and when you do that, you start to take in what's around you and you think about what you're doing. It creates a mutual understanding between the player and the character on how delicate the situation is and needs to be handled. Combining these genres should be great, creating a game that forces you to immerse yourself into its world and always be aware of your surroundings, allowing for great world building and character immersion. But 1 plus 1 doesn't always equal 2. Sometimes it equals 0.5. Lucius was released on October 26, 2012, and was developed by Shiver Entertainment. It's categorized as an adventure game, but whether or not the developers acknowledge it, it is a stealth game. It's like Hitman, only instead of playing as a highly trained assassin, you play as a 6-year-old Black Veil Brides fan who is the spawn of Satan. The goal of each level in the game is to murder someone in the house without getting caught. Rather than waiting and finding the right time to strike, the game functions like an adventure game where you have to collect and combine items in order to solve how to kill your target. Oh yeah, if you guys don't want spoilers, don't worry. Oh, it's a Satan rave, baby. Bring your hooks and pitchforks, cause we're going to the 9th level of hell, yeah. There are 2 types of levels in Lucius: plotting murder during the day and sneaking around at night. Plotting murder is the adventure portion of the game, where you collect and combine items that you find by exploring the house. Each murder must be committed without making yourself suspicious. You must remain incognito with the impression that you are but an innocent little boy. Would an evil child innocently play with his ball? I think not. Don't worry, Mom. I'm only playing with my Nerf guns. The stealthy bits are much simpler. Get an item that you need without getting caught by family members around the house. Uh-oh, Mom's coming. I better use the darkness to my advantage.
Lucius!
How did she see me? Also, this is a nitpick that doesn't matter and no one cares, but it's really annoying that the cursor isn't in the center of the screen. Like, it's just off a little bit to the right of Lucius, which would be okay, but it stays on the exact same point on the screen. Like, hold your finger onto the cursor and I will zoom in and out. It's staying on the exact same part of the screen. This makes picking things up really, really awkward, and it's really annoying. I can't live like this anymore.
darkest joke I've ever made.
My favorite part of these murders is watching your victims just walk into their imminent demise. It makes you feel like really diabolical and proud that everything is coming together the way it is. Most solutions require you to combine the proper items in order to commit the perfect crime. But eventually you're introduced to special powers like telekinesis, which can be used to move, activate, or break objects. Some people play on key. Looks like the key played on him. Meh. As a side quest, you can do chores around the house. Finishing chores will raise your behavior status. When you get to 100%, you are given access to hints via Ouija board, the music box, or my favorite, the tricycle.
So remember, kids, don't be a hater, be a havior!
These side quests give you incentive to explore the house, but to be fair, I already was exploring the house trying to figure out what the fuck to do. When you explore this house, you get a lot of insight to what the characters are like that live here. Michael's in a band, Tom's a pervert, Grandpa worships Satan, Jovita steals from your mom.
Wait! Michael's in a band?
After every assassination, you get a cutscene that shows one or more characters trying to figure out what's going on in this house.
Oh my god! Why is this happening?
Especially the detective, but he always keeps his cool no matter what. I mean, look at this guy. My father is sitting inside the bookshelf and the detective is talking to him as if he is still sitting at the desk. Nerves of steel, I swear.
This situation is ridiculous, Mr. Wagner.
But he should be used to it by now. I mean, have you seen how easily objects go through each other? I mean, look at this. It's times like this where I realize this is why I love games. How far can the panties stretch? That's so beautiful. Eventually, you get 4 powers. Telekinesis, which you know about already. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your Wait, that's not an ice pick? Fuck! Why is this hairdryer wrapped around the toilet? Electrocuting this woman is getting really frustrating.
Oh yeah, this game has nudity in it, and I know that people want women's nipples to be censored in all media, so I'm going to censor them with something a little more politically correct. Men's nipples. Specifically, my nipples. I'm even going to censor her vag with my nipples. I'm so proud of what I've done today.
You also have mind control, which you can use to make people do stuff. Like here, I made this lady think she was an assassin.
Quick, Jovita! The Templars have found you!
And here, I made this guy think he was a necrophiliac who wanted nothing more but to please the lawnmower by giving it head. You also have a power that makes people lose their memories, but it's only used for when you get caught. The power isn't even used while killing someone. It's just a do-over power that takes away the striking feeling of getting caught. Oh, fuck! Oh, wait, I don't care.
This power sucks and I hate it. Either fix it, or get rid of it in Lucius 2.
And finally, there's combustion. Combustion is the most mystifying to me because it's the only move that you use to attack your target directly, and it breaks the flow of gameplay. Games like Hitman and Dishonored use attacks like this because you attack your target directly in those games. In Lucius, your attacks are all indirect. You fool people into their own demise and they end up killing themselves. Getting a power like this also doesn't make sense because direct attacks require you to use your intuition to make decisions. That's not what your decisions are based on in this. Your decisions in Lucius are based around, for a lack of a better word, mathematics. Target divided by item times location times circumstance equals death. No other equation. Not to mention that when you do use combustion, it breaks the game.
No! No! God help me! Now listen to me. This skill can only be used sometimes, and in the most extreme situations. Each time you make a sacrifice for me,
Dad?
you can attain this skill.
I burned the target dummy into the cabinet and it's broken now. Mom's not gonna like that. Also, some of the solutions in this game don't make any sense. Like this part where Will is handcuffed to a shelf. Your journal says it's okay if he sees my power, so I use combustion on him and nothing works. I just blast a firework on him and he makes whatever noise that was. What I had to do was use telekinesis on this little tiny gas cap to pour gas on him and then use combustion. I'm willing to admit that most of the times I was stuck in this game, it was due to my own incompetence, but something as intuitive as lighting someone on fire should not have been this complicated, especially when I've burst people into several flames before. I knocked something over. Oh no.
Again, this is probably due to my own incompetence, but it just seems like some levels require far too much attention to detail.
Like here, I have to kill Alistair while he gets wine for Christmas dinner, which I wasn't invited to. And all I know is that I need to get him to slip on some ice. So here I am running around every inch of this house until I found this. It's the fucking sacrificial chamber. You thought I was gonna ignore Cramps being a devil worshiper, huh? Yeah, I accidentally found a satanic chamber of worship in the basement while trying to kill the butler. And this isn't an Easter egg or anything. This is a huge part of the plot. This room was meant to be discovered 4 levels later.
That's you, isn't it, my boy? Why don't you talk? Are you the prophecy?
The ultimate problem with Lucius is that it's not immersive. It's just a fun little game where you murder your family. Now, I'm not being sarcastic, it really is a fun game. It could just be so much more. How? Well, let me put it to you like this.
What is the devil to you? Is he a big scary monster that destroys everything in his path? Is he someone who gives pain to innocent people? Or is he one of us in disguise, working against us from under our noses? Is he a combination of the 3, or is he something more? The best way to use the devil in storytelling is to make him a cunning, diabolical creator of destruction and chaos. Not by causing it himself, but by making other people cause it. Setting people up like dominoes and with one flick making all of them fall into despair. Unfortunately, what Lucius does is knock each one of them down individually, and this is where the story fails for me. Yeah, your parents get nervous and the murders affect them, but everyone else goes on with their daily lives like nothing is happening.
Only once does a murder directly affect someone, and unfortunately it was...
Oh my god! What have I done?
Oh god, I'm glad you died.
The adventure game portion of Lucius works well as an adventure game, but in terms of storytelling, I don't see Lucius as a devilish fiend who works in the shadows causing chaos. Just a dumb kid with ASPD, schizophrenia, and a wicked tricycle! Give a copy of Hitman to 4 different people. I guarantee that every person will have a different experience with the game, but still manage to complete their objective. Give those 4 people a copy of Lucius, and all of them will kill their targets the exact same way with the exact same experience. You see my point here? The adventure portion constricts the stealth portion to only having one solution. No curveballs thrown to make you change plans, no variety of ways and locations to kill your target. It takes away the cunningness and quick thinking that Lucius should have. I'm not thinking 2 steps ahead, I'm thinking 1 step at a time, and I feel that's the reason why Lucius's plot had no effect on me.
I would talk about the ending, but I feel like a game that's 4 years old is too young to talk about its ending. I do have a lot to say about it, but again, I don't want to spoil it, so I'll say this much. There are 2 endings that you can choose from. This one, and this one. This one sucks, this one's awesome. And based on this video, you should be able to understand why I think that. And instead of leaving you hanging, I'm gonna give you a secret 3rd ending.
Whoa, you watched the whole video? That's awesome! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button and tell me and the world that you liked it. And I'll like you. And just remember that I don't hate Lucius, I just think its story could have been told better. I can't wait for Lucius too. Here's a link to its trailer. And while you're at it, why don't you check out my other Expositionist episodes? They're pretty funny too. And hey, since you're clicking all over the place, why don't you subscribe to my channel and receive future updates on my videos? And speaking of videos, I have a Let's Play channel as well. So if you like Let's Plays, why don't you go subscribe to that channel as well? Or don't. I'm fine with that, I guess.